One more time for Camille and Caleb, everybody. What a great show. Look at this place. This place is huge. It's beautiful. You would never guess what this is like from the outside. You're like, that's not what's in here. There's like barely a sign. It's just like an industrial street. It's like, hey, do you need new kitchen flooring? Come down this street. And here's Magoobys right there. And they're like, oh my God, I missed the turn. There's one sign. I almost missed it. Oh. Magoobys, or as my GPS called it, Magoobys. I drove here from my hotel. I'm staying at the Holiday Inn right next door, 400 feet. That's what my GPS said, with a little bit of a tone that I didn't appreciate. You are 400 feet away, and I'm like, I'm still gonna drive it. Thank you. I'm not gonna walk through this industrial street. I'm gonna look like I don't have a home. Not doing that. Yeah, he's like, Magoobys on your right. I kind of hoped it was called Magoobys. You're like, this sounds like they have a good pie in there or something. But they told me this. The reason this building looks like this is this wasn't the original idea. This wasn't. They weren't like comedy club. How do you want it to look? Industrial. That's. This used to be a John Deere showroom and sales place. So, like, this used to be the showroom. They'd have, like, new tractors here. Like, right where I am would be just a brand new tractor. And then out there would be, like, just, I guess, guys in overalls and hats just like, I'd like to ride that, you know? And now I'm here, and I hope no one's having that thought. And it's a good mix, man. It's my first time here. I'm not in Baltimore. I know that because I landed there, and then they're like, "Get the hell out of here!" No. I thought the club was in Baltimore, and then they're like, "No, it's in Timonium," and you're like, "That sounds made up. That's not Timonium." What? Who got to name it? Just one, like the only guy with a gun in the. We're calling it Timonium. He's like, he's got the only gun. I don't know what that is. It sounds like a supplement that's sold on a podcast. Got to make sure you take Timonium. Your testosterone's dropping. 30 days on this Timonium. I'm lifting bigger kettlebells now. Use promo code douche and get yourself another upload of Timonium. I don't know. I've been here for 2 days, and I don't know if people live in Timonium. If you do, where do you keep the houses? I haven't. It's all just industrial roads, and then like a road with the Walmart. And I've eaten. I've gotten food, but I can't ask. You can't go up to someone at a Panera and go, "Where do you live?" They're gonna kick you out of that Panera, man. So I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out at the Holiday Inn right next door. I don't know if you've stayed at a Holiday Inn. They're not good. I've stayed in enough that I think I can say all of them are not good. I've never, all of them, I'm like, no one's ever looked like they've been on holiday at a Holiday Inn. Everyone just looks like, my house flooded. We're gonna be here for a few days. Till they rip all the drywall out, then I get to go back. It's not a holiday. Like, if Holiday Inn accurately depicted what a holiday is, everyone would just go to work. Like, if a real holiday was like staying at a Holiday Inn, people were like, I'll just go to work. And your boss would be like, what are you doing here? It's a holiday. Like, nah. I live at a Holiday Inn. I'd rather be here. Because here the air isn't wet. And I don't know how to describe it. The air is wet in my hotel room. I don't know what it is. AC on or off. It's wet. Just kind of clammy the whole time. How is it more humid in the room than outside? I go outside to dry off, and I'm like, let me get back in there. It's a rough hotel. I came in on Wednesday night. I checked in. I got recognized. Like, the staff there is very nice. I got recognized. The lady who checked me in, she knew who I was, which is very new for me, just to be recognized in public. And she was like, "Oh, it's you." And I was like, "Oh." So I'm like, "Ah." And then she, like, I watched her realize, like, "Oh, you're staying here." And like, I could see it in her eyes. She was like, "Oh, all right. I thought you were a bigger deal." And then she had another moment where she's like, "Oh, I work here." Like, I've never had that happen where someone recognized me and then just got sadder as the conversation went on. And I was like, "Ah." And then she gave me breakfast coupons because the breakfast isn't free for some reason. They charge $5 for the breakfast, and it's the breakfast you assume it is. And it's free at every other hotel. You know the breakfast, those eggs where you're like, "I've never made eggs that look like that. What is that?" And pattied sausage where you're like, "That's been there for a while, hasn't it?" And she's like, "Would you like coupons for the breakfast?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay." Yeah, like, she was surprised, and I don't think she likes me anymore. I don't think she likes my comedy anymore. She's like, I want to like people that are successful. I don't want this. And it was weird because when before I checked in, I looked up the reviews for this hotel. Really good reviews. And I'm like, this is odd, you know? Because I've stayed at a lot of Holiday Inns, but all the reviews are like, "Yeah, the breakfast is amazing. You got to go down for the $5 breakfast." And I was like, "Really?" And so the next day I go down to the breakfast, and there's like, the chef comes out, and he's like, "Hi, I'm the chef." And I was like, "Of what?" Like, what's going on down here? And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the chef." And he's like, and he actually the eggs weren't good, but I think he makes his own croissants in the back. He's one of these, it was like 6 a.m., I was awake, and he's like, "Yeah, try everything. I made grits." He's like, "You want orange juice?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I got a little bit of a limp. I had cancer when I was a child." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like to ask how people are doing because for a lot of my childhood, I wasn't doing well. I got a bit of a limp. Do you notice the limp?" And I'm like, "I'll take the orange juice. Anything to get me out of this." And he's like, "All right, let me get your orange juice. By the way, if you give me a 5-star review for the breakfast, I have a business on the side that I'm trying to do." And I'm like, "What is happening here?" It's just everything that happened was weirder, you know? Like, this morning I had to wake up early. I did radio. I don't know if anyone heard me on the 98 Rock and Roll channel. Some people heard me on there? Or are you just clapping that you know it? No, you heard me on there. Oh, that was on. Yeah, I got whisked. They sent a car, like a proper, not an Uber, like a proper, like a big Yukon Denali type thing. And the guy was wearing a shirt with buttons. And I got, like a professional driver. And it was so weird to be picked up in that at the Holiday Inn. Like that looks so suspicious, all right? People are going off to do things, and then here I come finishing up my croissant and my orange juice to get in there. Like, he must be a drug dealer of some type. We don't know what he's doing. But yeah, I don't know. I think tomorrow I'm going to go check out Baltimore. I got a rental car. I might drive down there, get a crab cake or something, I'm going to go. I'm going to go check it out. Some people, I don't know if you guys know, Baltimore doesn't have a great reputation. People were telling me that. They're like, where are you going? I'm like, "Baltimore, though." Ooh. And I was like, "What's wrong with Baltimore?" They're like, and they wouldn't tell me. They wouldn't tell me what was wrong, but they also wouldn't, they wouldn't take it back either. They're like, and I like to give every town a chance, every town, because I've been to Detroit multiple times. Detroit has a really bad reputation. I've had a great time in Detroit every time I've gone, so I know not to listen to people. But the day before I landed, I saw that. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Terrell Suggs, I don't know if he still plays for the Ravens, but he played for a very long time. Hell of a linebacker. He pulled a gun on somebody at the drive-thru at Starbucks. I don't know if you guys knew that. This is a weird place for you to learn that information. It was caught on camera. Apparently, he was in the drive-thru and he like passed the window, so he had to like back up. I've done that before, but he had to back up, but the car behind him couldn't back up because people weren't behind him weren't backing up, so he almost hit the car. And then both drivers get out, and there's a kerfluffle. You know, there's a little bit of a situation. Which, by the way, the guy in this car got out first. What a move to get out first, and then Terrell Suggs comes out. And I was impressed because he didn't immediately get back in the car and go, never mind. I was like, wow, that guy, I've never been that angry. Where I get out and see Terrell Suggs, and I'm like, I'm going to continue with my upsetness. But they had their words, and he's like, yeah, you almost hit the car. He's like, I didn't, whatever. They get back in the car. They get their drinks, and as Terrell Suggs leaves, the guy says something else. He says something back, and then Terrell Suggs puts his handgun out the window and just, gives him a little... And they made a big deal of it on the news. I thought this was America, all right? I thought, for God's sakes, we were raised on cowboys, and we ain't paying no T-taxes, bang, bang, bang. I thought that was the whole point of having a gun. He didn't point it at him. He didn't shoot him. He just went, hey. I thought that was the whole point of buying a gun, is so you can go, hey. That's why I don't own a gun, because I'd tell you immediately. I'd get excited. I'd be in line at Panera, like, I got a gun. And they're like, oh, Jesus, are you robbing us? No. I just wanted to, I'm excited about it. I could never get like a concealed carry permit because I'd tell everybody. I'd be like, you wonder what this bulge is on the side of my hip? It's a gun! And so he got busted. But yeah, they caught it on camera because the guy had a dashboard camera. That's how they caught all this footage. You can't do anything anymore, There's cameras everywhere. Like 25 years ago, this would have just been a story that this guy tells at a barbecue, and no one would believe him. No one would believe him. He'd tell the story, Terrell Suggs pulled a gun on me in the drive-thru. Shut up, Larry. No, he did not. No, he did. Shut up. He tells this story every time. Larry's such a liar. And now he has a video, and people are like, oh, I'll be damned. I owe you an apology, Larry. That is Terrell Suggs with a handgun. I don't know. It was silly. A lot of silliness. But I'm glad to be out here traveling a lot. Flight got delayed. Every flight gets delayed. I think we broke the weather. Every flight, they're like, we're delayed. And I'm like, I know. I got into my own little confrontation on my flight out here. Not a Terrell Suggs gun wafting confrontation. It was my style of confrontation. I got upgraded to first class, which is awesome. I got upgraded, but it was the front row of first class, and what that means is there's no underneath storage, so you have to, I only travel with a backpack, so you have to put your backpack in the overhead. And I was coming in, and the guy that was sitting next to me in first class in the front row already put his carry-on over there, and so it was taken, so I looked at the other side, and it was open, and I went to go put my backpack over there, and this guy behind me tapped me, and he goes, no, I'm sitting there, that's my overhead. And just so you guys know, it's not. I fly all the time, no one gets assigned overhead anything. The only problem is I'm never ready for a confrontation. I need like God or some being to give me a 2-second warning. Like that's what I need. I need like God to just tap me on the shoulder and go, hey, you're about to have a confrontation in about 2 seconds. Just to be ready. Because if I'm not ready, he just went, that's mine. And I just went, and I started to put my bag in the other one down the row, and I'm like, this is wrong. So instead, I closed it, and I walked by, and I'm like, just so you know, they're not assigned. And then I sheepishly sat down, and I'm like, man, if I had a gun, I could have just gone, but the FAA 9/11, blah, 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 can't take a gun on the damn plane. I thought Trump was supposed to fix all this. I get to leave my shoes on, so that's good. They fixed, I don't know if you've flown, you don't have to take your shoes off anymore. I asked, I'm like, we get to leave our shoes on? He's like, yeah, Trump. And I was like, that's a fair trade, I guess. There's just people being people being kidnapped, and I get to leave my shoes on. It's gonna be a weird page in the history books. Hey, you finished my YouTube video. Thank you so much. I am personally very proud of you. You know how to finish things you start. There's plenty more videos on my channel to watch if you haven't seen them already. Also, I'm on the road all the time, so come catch me live. Go to zoltancomedy.com to see my tour schedule. You can buy tickets through there, and only buy tickets through my website because there's scammers now that are upcharging people for tickets that aren't even good, that won't even get you in. Complete rip-offs. So only go to zoltancomedy.com. And thank you so much for watching my videos.